Now, sports coverage you can count on.
You know, it's too bad the Braves don't play in the American League every day. Freddie Gonzalez's problem be solved. He can play Brian McCann and Evan Gattis, one at catcher, one at designated hitter, and today that worked out just fine. Down 5-4 in the sixth? Not anymore. That is Gattis. Gattis fact, that ties it up with his 12th home run of the year, 5-5. Next up, B-Mac. That goes back-to-back. By the way, he's the DH today. First of two for McCann on the game. They earn a split in Toronto, 7-6. Same two in Atlanta tomorrow night. At the Lake tonight, Green Jackets open a 4-game weekend set with Charleston. Bottom of the second, Shane Houck, the pride of Kutztown, PA. First home run of the year for the Giants' 29th round pick last summer. Lead would not hold, though. Jackets fall. Final score 4-3. Former Greenbrier star Nolan Belcher hoping he has saved his best for last. He is now a fifth-year senior at South Carolina and has one more shot to get to Omaha. South Carolina will host a regional for the fourth straight year starting Friday night against St. Louis University. Belcher will get the ball in game one. He leads Carolina in wins with 7. Excited for one more shot at the College World Series? Yes. Nervous? Nah.
Glad the coaches have confidence in me to throw me game one, but personally, it's no different. I just like to go out there and win.
Columbia Regional starts Friday at 1 with Clemson and Liberty. Then the Gamecocks get St. Louis in the nightcap at 7 o'clock. Hawks have their new coach, GM Danny Ferry, going back to the future, so to speak, dipping into his old San Antonio roots and hiring Spurs assistant Mike Budenholzer. Of course, Ferry was the assistant GM there, so they're no stranger to one another. Budenholzer still coaching the Spurs as they get ready to play either Miami or Indiana in the NBA Finals. Been a Spurs assistant for 16 years. This will be his first shot as the head coach.
So it made it the perfect place, the perfect fit for me.
He's got a higher winning percentage.
Budenholzer will stay on the Spurs bench through the playoffs before starting his new gig in the ATL. All right, if you had May 28th and the when's the first Georgia player going to get suspended this offseason office pool, congratulations, you are a big winner. Starting safety Josh Harvey Clemons will sit out the Dogs season opener at Clemson after campus police say they found evidence connecting him to marijuana in his dorm room. Not good for Georgia. Simply put, this is the Dogs' weakest position. It just got weaker for a season opener on the road against a top 10 team. Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, Brett, that's right. Did you know that no one's ever won the Masters in the par 3 tournament in the same year? I'm just kidding. It's actually like the most overused stat in all of television sportscasting, but it is true. And so, you know, who knows? Maybe you don't want to win the par 3 tournament. It is par 3 Wednesday today at Augusta National Golf Club. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from earlier this afternoon. And we had our cameras on the second hole. Well, one of our cameras on the second hole anyway. And some of the most fun today, the big three, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer playing together. 13 green jackets between them, and Player nicely done at the second. He actually finished 1 under today. Not bad for a guy playing his 50th Masters. One of the more fun things at the 7th, Miguel Angel Jimenez letting his son take the putt from the fringe. Down it goes. But everybody shows up on par 3 Wednesday for the holes and 1. So far, we know of 2 of them. This is Rory Sabatini at lucky number 7. All good things to those who wait. Ace for Sabatini at the 7th. David Toms also had an ace at the 5th. And Mark O'Meara is the lucky or unlucky man, as the case may be. He is your winner of the 2007 par 3 tournament. Mark O'Meara at 5 under par. The 1998 Masters champion wins this year's par 3 tournament. Also today, Wednesday, is the day that we hear from the brand new chairman of Augusta National Golf Club, Billy Payne, the former Georgia Bulldog, holding his first State of the Masters address, and he had big news to report for us. They are changing the qualifications to get into the tournament, going back to the old days, where you win a PGA Tour tournament, you get into the Masters starting next week at Hilton Head. They are also reducing it from the top 40 to the top 30 on the world rankings that get in, and eliminating the invitation to the top 10 on the PGA Tour money list.
And we all thought it appropriate that we bring it back.
Plenty more from the Masters and Augusta National Chairman coming tonight on Masters Report 2007. And an update on Brett Quigley, the former South Carolina Gamecock golfer. You remember yesterday he had to leave in the middle of his practice round. His wife went into labor. He flew home to Florida last night. We are happy to report that at 2:55 a.m. this morning, his wife Amy gave birth to their first daughter. And check out this name, Lillian Sage Augusta Quigley. That's right, getting the name in there. And Brett is now going to fly back here tonight in time for his 2:03 tee time tomorrow afternoon to tee it up in his first Masters. Plenty more coming up, 30 minutes worth tonight at 11 o'clock just after the headlines. Tara Miller and I will have Masters Report 2007 live from the Georgia Golf Hall of Fame. For now, live from Augusta National Golf Club, John Hart, WJBF News Channel 6 Sports.
BJ Bostic, Jefferson County.
BJ is what's a good way, a program maker.
Mr. Bostic, quarterback keeping the score.
A difference maker.
Bostic again, touchdown.
He's a miracle.
Yeah.
Yes.
BJ Bostic is barely old enough to remember that day 16 years ago.
I remember a burning sensation. That's all I remember, a burning sensation running down my chest.
For Mom and Dad, it seems like yesterday. 11-month-old BJ was in the backyard with his grandmother.
You know how normal little kids do, they out there playing around. And he just went to a can, the can was outside, and he went to the can, and the can was full of water. And he picked it up, and what he did, he picked it up and drunk it, and he went to my mom with the can in her hand. That's how we knew it was the potash. And we went straight to the emergency room. I thought we had lost him, really did. The potash burnt his esophagus. It burnt his whole chest black. They had to run a tube through his stomach, and he had like a little string coming up through his nose with a little button taped on his face. We had to feed him through a tube.
For 2 months, BJ lived at the Medical College of Georgia. Shawanda even quit her job to stay by his side, while Barry Sr. was stationed in Kansas with the Army.
Man, I was kind of worried, you know, and it was stressful. But as long as you got the man above, pray, got the man above, everything will be all right.
See, I think it made him a tougher kid, because, you know, he's a real tough kid, you know, to go through all of that. I figured if he could have got through that, he could get through most of anything.
I'm a miracle because, you know, I could have been gone, and now I feel fortunate, and I'm just thankful to be here.
Today, 2 reminders of that day remain. The scars on BJ's abdomen,
D2 10 pair right ready.
and the player and person he has become.
He is the kind of player that, you know, whatever you ask out of him, he does.
God gave me another opportunity at life, so I just try to strive and be the best person I am and try to be as successful as I could be, because, you know, I couldn't have been here.
Nearly 3,000 total yards, more than 30 touchdowns, and a scholarship to play football at Georgia Tech.
Take advantage of the good things that you have in life. I think there's so many people out there that harp on the negatives. There's so many more positives in the world.
I just thank God that we have him.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I just thank God.
Keep faith in God, that's it. Never give up.
I really think I'm a miracle because based on the fact that, you know, my life, you know, I could have been gone, and now things seem so great for me right now, and I'm just so fortunate to be here. I just think I'm a miracle.